Hey, what's up? I look like I found me a little spot in this house where I can do my little video recordings. I don't know how it's gonna sound completely, but the little bit of anyway. I'm in the laundry room. Uh, just because it's little. It's little. It's compressed. It doesn't echo and everything. Like everything in this goddamn house. Like this, I did a few videos since I moved here, right? And it's because he has so much furniture, but also everything's so spaced out that it doesn't do the same thing as if you're in a little office. And also, since I'm alone, uh, it's still weird trying to record here because I feel like someone's watching me all the time, man. Because it's so fucking creepy. If you ever played Resident Evil 7, imagine the house in the beginning of the game, right? Um, Well, yeah, the house, especially the one that's inside, that's the same house. Imagine a cleaner version of that on top of like the corridors, the hallways of PT. That's this fucking house, especially when all the lights are out and you by yourself, and it's kind of an old house, so it's like constantly clicking and clacking and shit. So it's look, I'm not gonna look. I'm a brave man. I am a big boy, but. I don't know, man. I'm running everywhere. You turn off the light and you run upstairs to your room. I'm running everywhere. I'm running to the fridge, run to the bathroom. Every every chance I get, it's fucking frightening in this goddamn house. Um, at least I know when the heat's gonna come on because the house will fucking pop real anyway. Um, what I wanted to make this video for, it was story time. Something I thought of. I was like, what was the first memory I had that made me into the person I am? The first memory I had that made me into the better person that I am now. And that was when I had a Super Nintendo. I had a Super Nintendo, right? And it was perfect. It was so much fucking fun. I had like shit. Now I can't. Now I'm blanking. The only game I actually can't remember is playing Zelda and then playing Final Fantasy 4. So the one with Cecil and all the other characters. Anyway, the Dark Knight and and he turns to a paladin. And there's like a lot of them. But I had that, and I don't know if it was all Super Nintendos, but I had a really janky one. I think my mom's friend gave it to her for me. But what would happen for you to be able to keep the save states in the game, right? You had to take it out very slowly. You had to take the cartridge out very slowly. Don't shake it, don't wobble it or nothing like that. Because if you do that, next time you put it in, all your save game's going to be over with. Oh, it's going to be deleted on that cartridge. And I've tried it, and I tried it with other people's stuff, other people's Super Nintendos, and I could just take it out normally. But mine's in particular, for some reason, when you pull it out, it'll delete all the save files. So I didn't know that at first, though. I didn't know that at first, and I played through about, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 hours of Final Fantasy 4. So the first three main bosses, a few dungeons, but and then it does that, and I realized it's a pattern, and it does that with my other games. So I learned that, and no one at this time, as I'm learning this fucking technique and shit, right? This fucking jank of a system. No one is touching my system. No one's touching my Super Nintendo. It's only me. If my mom wants me to move it, I'm the one that's moving it. I'm very particular. Must keep it real still. I know what to do. Blah blah blah. Right now, fast forward a few months later. I think maybe I'm like 8, 9, 10 years old or whatever. And I remember I get through. It's kind of spoiler alert. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but I am, because I just watched a video of like an overview of the story of Final Fantasy 7, dude going through all the paces of the story and shit like that. And I never finished Final Fantasy 4 because I got like comparing it to this video, I got like 3/4 done with this game. Like where some of y'all partied from the beginning of the game, or you meet a few hours in, they start dying, and then they to the in the story where they start coming back as a fucking surprise and shit, right? So like they start coming back. That's where I was, and that was the first time I actually had like I felt emotion in the video game. I was like, oh shit, like, okay, this one character in particular. If you know anything about Final Fantasy IV, I don't know the characters' names, but it was these sets of twins, these two twins, right? And you get stuck. It's kind of funny because I just fucking looked at the damn video. I should know the names, but I'm terrible with names. Anyway, it's this pair of twins that's in your party. They follow you around, and you're in this castle, and you get stuck in this trap, and the walls is slowly coming in, right? And so the twins, they do a spell, and they turn themselves into stone, blocking the wall from continuing to come in, so that you and the rest of the party can escape. But later on, them and the old guy that dies with your in your party because he uses the spell meteor, they all come back to life. And I felt that was the first time I felt some type of like happiness. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up. So it was around that time of the story. This is really it's supposed to be longer. Okay. It was around that time, basically 3/4 done with the game. So that's like well, at the time that I was playing, I was a kid, so it was maybe it might have just been like 6-7 hours in the game, but it was like 12, 13 for me. So I know I was playing for like a few months to get to that point, and because it kept restarting. So, but I had the patience back then, so I got back to that point, and my fucking nephew comes over, and they see my Super Nintendo, and he gets fucking hyper, and we're like roughly the same age. Like I said, I was like 8 to 10 years old. He was like maybe 5 to 7. One of them. He was like 3-4 years younger than me. They get excited, and he just yanks. He's like, "Oh, you got wrestling?" And he fucking yanks the damn Final Fantasy out of the damn system. I think that was that was the first time I ever wanted to murder someone. Like I think I had a pure heart up until then. I think my whole life would have been different. I don't think I would have became a comedian. I don't even think certain things in my life would have happened if my nephew didn't rip the fucking Final Fantasy out of the system. Because of course I seen him do it, and I panic, and I'm just hoping. I'm like, I think this is when I became an atheist too. I yanked the damn Final Fantasy from him, and I slowly put it in, just like, I put it in right this time. At least I put it in right, and I put it in fucking 12 goddamn hours of Final Fantasy just gone. I just lost all hope. Like I said, I think I would have been a whole different person if that one thing that didn't happen. But I think I took it pretty well. Because I think I suppressed it. I think it happened so fast, and it's such a blow to. It's like so much wasted time that I was like, just push it back. Which is funny because I was about to do an episode of my podcast, and I was going to do an episode of Murder Fantasies, and I didn't think about it until now. Yeah, I think I could have killed my little nephew if I didn't push it back. If I didn't have my dad's cool persona in me. If it was just all my mom's personality, and it was like triple because I'm a guy, I think I probably would have killed my nephew. Like I would have grabbed him by his little fucking head Took all the little rage in my 10-year-old body and killed his ass. But yeah, that story was really long winded. But hey, yeah, it's just a random memory that was like honestly a really big part of my life. That being a gamer, this is like I took it, like I said, I took it really well, surprisingly well. But yeah, if you liked it, you like it. If we want to see more of this shit, let me know. I'll start doing this. I'll start doing these laundry room rants. I'll see you later.